Hi guys and welcome to the Preston North End Sheffield Wednesday review. I have the hat on because Tony Pulis' first game, he's well known for his hat. But if you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, and if you want to donate to the channel for help with map passes and whatnot, the link's in the description to below for it. So this is our first game with Tony Pulis in charge. It is all changed at Sheffield Wednesday on the manager front. Before the international break we had Gary Monk, he got sacked on the Monday, and then we now had Tony Pulis in charge now. Now Pulis has already made things clear what he wants to do, and one of the big ones is he's gone to the EFL and he got Westwood registered, and guess what? Westwood starts for Sheffield Wednesday. Didn't think I'd be saying that anytime soon. So, Westwood, Palmer, Van Aken, Patterson, Bannon, Reach, Boren, Lees, Windass, Longo, Adebayo. The substitutes are Wildsmith, Pelopessi, Penty, Deli Batshuayi, Rowe, Brown, Shaw, Hunt and Kachunga. Now, getting the likes of Westwood back in is fantastic. Penny now being in with a shout. Everyone's got a clean slate. The interesting thing here for me, I think it's going to be possibly, you're probably going to see Windass up top on his own with possibly Patterson on the wing, because he has said he doesn't see Patterson as a striker, but maybe he's just going to give it a try and see what happens. But this is a good opportunity to try and get all 3 points today. Preston have been up and down in terms of how they've been playing. So let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can get all 3 points. So, in that first half, let me take this hat off anyway. So, in that first half, we start okay, and you're thinking, let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can get into the game and see if we can get going a bit more. And it wasn't bad, it was a little bit scrappy, but then it got even more scrappier. So, Josh Windass is sent off early doors for this challenge. At first, when you first seen it at speed, you don't think it looks that bad, but then you see that picture and it's just clear to tell it was a high foot. He'd gone into him at the chest, and it's a definite red card. And you've got to be interested to see what happens now with Wednesday. This is our 4th red card of the season. We've had 25% of the red cards in the championship and the 24 teams. This ain't good. We do have a disciplinary problem in that sense, so that needs to. But apart from that, they haven't really tested Kieran Westwood this game. They should be, in theory, but we've gone to a back 4 at the back. We've gone forward a couple of times and tried stuff. We've had some corners that have not really worked. There was a great chance early door by Reach, but that's been about it. So right now we're going to be set up now to be pretty much defending for our lives, and if we can get something, we can get something. But at the same time, you have to realise that we're down to 10 men and we got to play really well. The other issue you got, they had a penalty as well. It was a little bit of a stonewaller and it could have been given. I'm surprised it wasn't, to be fair. But we have to go for it, and hopefully we can go and get 3 points. But right now, I'd take a draw. But it's not what you want under Tony Pulis start. We're down to 10 men in the first 14 minutes, and now we have to now play for the rest of the game. But we do get 5 subs, so we'll see what happens. We have Penty, Delabayati, Rowe, Brown, Kachunga. We might be able to make some changes and see if we can get into something. But it'll be interesting to see how we get on in the second half. So, in this second half, before I start the second half, to clear things up from the red card incident, that is what Josh Windass got sent off for, and it's a very, very clear red card. Now, they do go 1-0 up in the 2 minutes as the half, and it's a fantastic goal by him there. West will go to punches it out. We can't do anything about it. A lot of people criticising Westwood for what happened there, but there's nothing he could do about it. It was the best decision out of that situation. So we're losing 1-0, and you're thinking, can we get anything out of this? And to be fair, we've been down to 10 men. Not really. It's a difficult one due to the fact that we are down to 10 men, and we're just having to sit back and see what we can do. And it's one of those situations, you're going to have games like this. We've made most of our substitutions with everything. We bring Lungo off, and Palapeti comes on, Rowe comes on, Patterson goes off, Brown comes on, and we're trying to make things work. And people are already turning around saying, this is a problem, this is going to cause problems when we get to do things. But at the end of the day, this is what we're going to expect of it. And when you have that red card, there is not a lot you can go for, to be honest with you. When that red card comes in, there is not a lot to say, really. It is what it is. That red card kind of shown it. It kind of purely want winners. And if you want to think, do you think it got them in the team? And it'll be interesting to see what happened. But in this game, we've not really shown anything. I'd like to show a little bit more, but when you go down to 10 men that early, you just sit back and you just go for it. And it is what it is. And we lose to Preston with their first win of the season at home. So it's a crushing defeat. We move on to Swansea, and let's see what happens. But it's not a good start for the Pulis era. It's a 1-0 loss to Preston.